We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. We seize every thought and take it captive and make it obedient to Christ. And I bring that up because that's 1 Corinthians 10:5. I bring that up because I just was on an inspection up in the mountains of Topanga. It's really hot. It's in the 90s. And the guy pulls off the door for where the water heater is. And he steps back so that I can step in. I take a foot in because it's in an enclosed area. I take a foot in, I start to lean down, make sure the straps. And as I'm looking down, I look at my foot, and right in front of my foot is a pretty big rattlesnake that is completely encircled. It's not rattling though, it's just sniffing, like its tongue is coming out near my foot. And it had just shed, so I don't know if it was just in a very relaxed state, but I suddenly got, wow, I'm extremely close to this thing. And I just slowly backed up. There was never even any panic because I didn't hear the rattle, and I just backed away. And then I realized they can jump like 3 feet. So it's like if you're anywhere within striking distance, they can just get you like that. And that would not have been a good thing. And you know, and the guy's like, wow, and I'm wearing these like really just slip-on shoes that provide no protection at all. And so it was pretty lucky. But I just think so often I'm always like, that's only this, in 25 years in LA, that's only the second rattlesnake I've ever seen. And I'm often out on the hiking trails where there's rattlesnake warnings. And the only other one I saw was like a baby. This was a good size one. But I liken that to sin. You know, I always think I want to see a rattlesnake, and I feel like it will be exciting. And that's what sin is. Sin is like, it's exciting, right? It's like, oh, let me just have a little sip. Let me just have a little taste. Let me just have a little peek. Let me just try this a little bit, or, you know, I won't be tempted again, or I won't go any further than this, or I won't do this. But if you keep creeping in instead of backing away, taking that thought captive, all of a sudden you get bit, and then that poison begins to circulate through your veins. It begins to suffocate you. It begins to take away all your joy, and then you need to keep
in 1 mile
allowing yourself to be infected by the poison of sin. And you know, I guess it's a apt metaphor, because the God of this world, who is represented as a serpent in a garden, wants to bite you. He wants to infect you with the lust of the flesh, so that you desire the things of this world that have you creeping your nose, your eyes, your ears, your feet, your toes into things that you shouldn't be getting into. And that's why we really have to hold on to God's word and to take every thought captive. And it's not always easy. Sometimes we will fall. And then that's when we rely on the grace of God through Jesus Christ, but we don't stay there. We don't stay there allowing ourselves to be reinfected, rebit every time. We realize that that's a dangerous thing. That is a serpent with fangs.
In a quarter of a mile.
That's really what sin is. Everything in sin, everything that this world is running on, the fuel of the Antichrist, is a serpent with fangs that wants to infect you to give you a taste for more of it. Now, nobody wants to get bit by a snake, but if we had spiritual eyes to see the danger that lies behind all of the sin that entices us every day, we'd realize that it's every bit as dangerous as a serpent lurking behind the next door you might open. So 1 Corinthians 10:5, take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. You start creeping near sin, you just back away. Treat it like it's a snake. I pray this finds you well. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.